Okay, so on this question, it's saying a ladder 38.7 feet long reaches to the top of a building when its foot stands 12.1 feet from the building. How high is the building? Round to 2 decimal places. Okay, you know what might help on this one? I think is a picture. Let me draw. So here we have the ground. Oops, try my tool. So here we have the ground, and then I'm going to put a building up here. There's our building, okay? And then this ladder is right here. Here's the ladder. And it's reaching to the top of the building. See up here, the top of the building. This is the building. So the ladder reaches to the top of the building. And the ladder, it says, is 38.7 feet long. So this is 38.7 feet. And its foot, where's its foot? This is the foot of the ladder, right? Is 12.1 feet from the building. So in other words, from there to there is 12.1. Is that making sense how I'm coming up with that? So we got this building, we got the top of the building, the ladder's 38.7 feet long. The foot of the ladder is 12.1 feet from the building, okay? And then they're saying, how high is the building? So we'll call this H, or you call it X if you want, doesn't matter. It's the height of the building. Oh, and by the way, we're assuming that this building is built straight up, so we got a right angle there, right? See that right angle? We're assuming it's not the Leaning Tower of Pisa or something, right? It's a building that goes straight up, like buildings do, 90 degrees. So, okay. So there's a picture. They want us to find H, how many feet tall the building is. So there's our picture. So what are we going to do with that picture? How are we going to find the height of the building?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Exactly. That's right. Good job. So anytime we have a right triangle, meaning a triangle with a right angle, 90-degree angle, straight up and down angle, you know, any right triangle, we use A squared plus B squared is C squared. That's right, the Pythagorean theorem. That's exactly what we do. Okay, now when it comes to using the Pythagorean theorem, we have to know which ones are A, B, and C. How do we know? Somebody know? Because we have two of them, right? We got a 12.1 and a 38.7. Do I put the I got A, B, and C. Do I put the like is this H over here like that, and then this is A and B? You know, 12.1 squared plus 38.7 squared. Is that correct? Or is that wrong? How do you know? Nobody knows? Well, this is wrong. This is not correct. And so how you know is the one across, change my color here. So the one across from the right angle, this has got to be the C. It's really important that you know that. So it's not, because there's a tendency for students to go, well, whatever one the letter H, that's always C. No, not true. Not true. Not true. Instead, C is always the one across from the right angle. It's the longest side. See how this side is clearly the longest of the three sides? It's the side across from the 90-degree angle. So it's the longest. That's always C. It's got to be the biggest one because the other two squared add up to equal it. It's the biggest one. So the one across from the right angle is always the biggest one. That's your C. So that's your 38.7 squared. And the other two are A and B. And it doesn't matter which order you put the other two. It doesn't matter if you call it A or B or whatever. It doesn't matter at all because they're interchangeable. They're just added together. Who cares? Just get C right. Make sure you get C correct. The longest side, the side across from the right angle is C. The other two doesn't matter. So 12.1 squared plus 8 squared. You could reverse it. You could put 8 squared here and 12.1 squared. They're the same thing. It doesn't matter at all. Whatever. All right. And now we have an equation. So now here's the wall of separation. H is saying I want to be alone. Let's hit the buttons on our calculator. You know what this means, right? This means 12.1 times 12.1. And this means, oops, better, 38.7 and 38.7. You can use the power button on your calculator. Second power if you want, or just multiply 12.1 times 12.1. I'm getting 146.41. The other side, I'm getting 1497.69, like that. Now we're trying to solve for H, right? H is saying I want to be alone. So how are we going to get H alone? Well, I'm going to subtract 146.41 from both sides, like that. And this is gone. And got H squared equals. I'm getting 1351.28. And then you probably remember the last step, square root it, huh? Right? Use your square root button. And you got to do both sides, right? Whatever you do to one side, you have no choice but to do the same thing to the other. These cancel, and that gets us H alone, because a root cancels a 2 power. They're the opposites of each other. Cancels it out. So then the other side, hit the square root button on your calculator, and I'm getting 36.7597. It goes on and on. Now notice up here they said round to 2 places. So you know how to work. Right here, the 9 tells us to round up. 36.76 on that one. So there's our answer, 36.76. That's how many feet tall that building is. That building is 36.76 feet tall. Interesting. We're able to find out how tall that building is just by the length, the length of the ladder and how far it is from the foot of the building. And so there we go. Questions I can answer on that one.
Can we do mine, Mr. Aaron? Because I followed everything to a T, but it's saying that I got the wrong answer.
Yeah. Share your screen.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
Okay, so this is what I got for my answer, 36.49, and that was wrong. So,
okay,
so I have 34. Oh, wait, never mind. I see what I did wrong. This was a new question. I tried doing it on my own earlier and I got it wrong, but I got 12.9 right, but I got the other one wrong. I'm sorry. I see what I did wrong.
No problem. No problem. Because you stopped sharing your screen?
Yep.
All right, here, let me go back to sharing mine.